This is going well. I'm completely blind. Yes! Okay. Next game. Liwia Jarocka, maybe it's a woman. Round 1 Davis took here, so I was not very happy about that. And so this is like Ragozin. I'll just play normal moves. I'm not familiar with the theory here, so I'll just play normal moves. Maybe I should have played 95. Wow. A5. Oh, C5. I'll take. We will take. No, actually, I'll play 95. And let her take. 96. Okay, that's cool. If I play Queen F3, and make some kind of pin, will she take that, or oh, can we here? If she take, can I take here? It's really, I don't like if when my pieces are kind of hanging all over the place, but oh, can I take here? Should we take on E5? I will play Queen G3. I take here, she takes here. Bishop is protected. I play Queen G3, Knight G6. DC5. Actually, I can just move. I'm spending too much time. This is not ideal. Actually, why am I confused? Why am I so confused? So this one is hanging now, and maybe I can fall back to d4, or maybe rook g4. So now rook g4 takes, I take, and I have only a draw. Next, I'm okay with the draw. Maybe I'm down to 1 minute, and she has 140. So I spent so much time thinking about bishop f6, and that was really not ideal. Okay, so she's defending. Bishop g7, bishop e6. Let me just go back, and then I'll think. I had bishop a4. Oh my god. So here, bishop a4. Gosh. But maybe this is not bad. So I try to take here queen c6. This one is well protected, so we'll just take this and play like that. Rook e1 next. Okay, rook e1. Now this one is kind of sensitive. I have rook h6 and I'm completely blind. I had d5. Oh my god, I'm so blind. Why am I so blind? I just need to play h3 and then I will be more relaxed about my prospects in this game. So, h3. Now rook e5. Maybe this is bad, maybe this is losing valuable time, but I just don't want to get checkmated from behind. Should maybe play here? Oh, that one. Take, and d5. d5. So maybe check, but I don't care. Queen there, I will take. Take, I will take, I will take, come here. Okay. So, yes! 2 points by the break. Nice. I expected 3 points in the entire tournament. So this is going well. Welcome back, everyone. This is the game from round 3 against Liwia Jarocka from Poland, Women International Master. So let's see how this game went. It was also Queen's Gambit, some sort of Ragozin defense or an Into-Indian mix. I'm not sure how to call it. Actually, Chess.com wants to call it 3 knights variation of the Into-Indian defense. Okay. She took here. I didn't really understand why, because usually black play some move and wait for white to develop the bishop and then they take. But maybe, you know, they thought I would just transfer the pawn structure like this. So she took immediately on c4. I took back with the bishop and now a6, a castle, and b5. I found all this strange, but because this bishop on b4 is somehow obstructing black, and it can also hang in some lines, and we'll see later. So here I was expecting actually c5, which is a mistake, but I didn't realize immediately because I thought, okay, a3, I didn't like even bishop a5, but takes. Actually, this is a very good version of the Into-Indian for black, so I misjudged it. I mean, with a pair of bishops, I would always take white, but I would always be blinded by the pair of bishops, so I would try to reach this position even though it's nothing special. So, but on c5, there is something better than a3, which is knight e4, which is great. Takes advantage of this pin, and what is most important, the knight gets away from the contact with the bishop. So you will see now, for example, knight d7, the normal move, which is preventing the doubling of the pawns on f6, and now a3, because now he cannot no longer take the knight here, so he has to go to a5, and now this is a clear extra pawn for white with huge advantage. If instead of bishop a5 they play c4, you can just take, and now this pawn is very weak, it will fall probably pretty quickly. So going back to this position, so I was wrong about c5. It was a mistake. She played bishop b7, a4. And now this structure is kind of crumbling a little bit. But I thought that she had to do something about it, because now she would like to play b4, but bishop is an obstacle. But actually playing knight b7 is a great alternative, because black is temporarily sacrificing a pawn, and also white again has a pair of bishops, but it doesn't mean anything because black gets a fantastic counterplay here. And now I thought, okay, queen e2, just attack this pawn, push e4, e5, but c5, which is great. And now if white takes the pawn, now rook b8, and no, this is great compensation for black. So she could have played that. She took the pawn on a4, and I didn't like this. And now she plays c5, which again is a mistake. And here I missed a great move, brilliant move, e4, which is kind of a point in this in these structures. You know, when you can play e4, definitely better. The point is that she cannot take on d4, because now there is no time to pick the knight. The other piece is hanging, and the knight is pinned. The bishop is weak, and if she plays g5, I can do a semi-Slav Botvinnik and just take it and make this powerful pin when the knight is no longer supported by the pawn. e5 is coming. So this is a really strong position for white. And I missed it, unfortunately. I just quickly played knight e5 because I wanted to prevent knight bd7. And here I wanted to take. And when she takes, just to have this option of breaking the pawn structure. Even if it's very dangerous, because my king, I can easily get checkmated here. But I was somehow blinded by this. So she played knight c6, which was a mistake. I should have played knight g4 here. And the point is that now I will double her pawn. She cannot prevent it on g5. I can just take on h6 and pick up g5 next. I missed that again. So many missed opportunities. I played queen f3. I was again blinded by the pin, which turned out is nothing special, because black could have just taken the knight. I again have a pair of bishops, but black is a pawn down, but she has a great counterplay on the open files. Now my rook is a little bit misplaced, my queen is misplaced, so this would have been good for her. This and this, so that's fine for her. But she played queen c8, and I just rushed to pick up the knight. So I did that. She took on e5. I spent 40 seconds here, just double checking that this is fine for me, because I saw this position, and now this e5, which was the point, because the bishop is hanging. So if she takes here, I take back with the bishop, and so she has no time to take my bishop on f6. So this e5 was very important to insert. Took with the bishop, and now rook g4, which was a computer likes it. He says it's a brilliant move. For me, it was just a normal move. And during the game, I said Larry Christensen would be proud, because he always liked to do the rook lifts like this to third rank, and then move them into attack. So something simple was in the first round against Davis. Only this rook uh, stayed back for a long time on a4 or b4 until finally delivered the checkmate. So I was happy to have 2 consecutive games with a nice rook lift. She played queen e8. Here I checked with the computer. The only move is queen b8, just to kick my queen from this file. And now there is a funny line because you can try queen h4, and then if she take, just have this idea to play for the checkmate, but just she can simply just return, cover the diagonal, and there is nothing better than perpetual for white. So she played queen e8. Now again, I missed a much better move, bishop g7, which would demolish her structure, and I regained the piece back with double attack on c5. So I completely missed that. I played bishop d4. This is still kind of difficult for her. She should have played queen h7 and f5, and king and queen are protecting the knight. This is not easy to find, and I guess she just collapsed here. Rook b8 and bishop c2. So now how to protect the knight and g4, g7 pawn. And now her position is falling apart. This is very difficult to defend. First rook e1 to force her to protect e6 pawn, then takes here. Now with 2 extra pawns, and still a very strong attack. This should be easy to convert. She tried some checks, which was like legit. I think her best chance, just to when there is this h3 push, this can be a perpetual if white is not careful. So, but she took the pawn here immediately. I mean, there's nothing better to do, and this move now wins. She cannot take my rook. So she quickly collapsed. This move defends the perpetual, and that's it. Here she resigned. Okay, I hope this game was instructive despite the many mistakes from my side, but still a couple of nice tactical motives for you to remember. So Rook Lift is a good, useful tool. Sometimes unexpected. Just bring another heavy piece into attack. So this can be very difficult psychologically for your opponent. So just keep in mind that you can use it sometimes and maybe win some nice games. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.